Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of Chronos Blindly Plays Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Now, I do have the first one story DLC for this, so we're gonna go through that first, because that's what we're gonna do. Here, right? What? Oh, thank you for the trophy, just like right off the bat. That's very kind of you. I like free trophies. Sure, so... This is the one I want, right? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I've been asked about this for a while now, and I'm interested in getting to it. I'm not good at fighting games for the most part. Now, I know, like, each character has a story. I was told some of them might get a little bit samey. The ECP will fight for you when auto mode is select. I don't have that selected, did I? Oh, I hit circle to do that. Yeah, I guess we'll start with, hero here and go from there. Blue. Dabba Diba? The floor, the ceiling, the furnishing, everything is blue. It's kind of like what I normally see throughout my day. And yet, my heart is mysteriously calm. It's like I spent 100 hours in here before. I recognize the slight rumbling as an engine and realize that I'm in a car. Limousine, right? Or rather, someplace else I recognize.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Do I have no memory of this? The old man with the bizarre face sitting before me makes an expression that appears to be a smile. Yeah, I guess. Sitting quietly next to the old man is a woman as beautiful and as delicate as an ice sculpture.
It seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
The Velvet Room. Igor. Even though I'm barely conscious, I remember that this is not the first time I've heard those names. I see. This is a dream. It was all a dream. This happened in the past. I've been in this room before. If my memory is correct, what he says next is...
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
So, what is you thinking back to like when he first came in here?
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future.
I mean, I'd be kind of surprised if it didn't. The words I expected to hear fall from the old man's mouth. I'm surprised that I still remember them. Another me, the one not in the dream, can't help but smile at that.
Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
I remember this too. When I said my name here, it forged a contract with them. And so I answered, Yu Narukami. Hiro Yui. And then I get hit by a car. When I open my eyes, the light is so blinding that I have to squint. For a moment, I can't figure out where I am, and I look around.
Right. I was on my way back.
I mutter to myself and I look out the window. The sky is somewhat cloudy, unfortunately, but the scenery is as peaceful as always. I mean, it does kind of look like it's gonna rain. It seems that I fell asleep on the train headed to the countryside where I spent the last year in Inaba. If I recall correctly, when I first came to that town, it was an afternoon just like this, and then shit hit the fan real fast. I dozed off in the same way back then and was summoned to the Velvet Room. Also kind of had visions of a woman being murdered in the TV. That was when Igor said that misfortune would befall me, and just as he foretold, I was dragged into an outrageous murder mystery. That was no ordinary case. That's an understatement. The Midnight Channel, shadows, and personas, the powers of the heart. I saw things that could scarcely be believed. but I made memories there that could never be replaced as well. We gained the powers of the personas and friendship, and we suffered together. I stood with my friends on the investigation team against these misfortunes and fought alongside them. There's no way I could have overcome such ordeals without their help.
Wonder what everyone's been up to.
After solving the mysteries, it was decided that I would leave Inaba around the same time my parents would be returning from overseas. Should have just stayed here. Probably had more fun. It's been about 2 months since I last saw them all, as they were saying goodbye to me at the train station. I had decided to stay at the Dojima residence during Golden Week so that I could spend the holiday with friends. Of course, my uncle was happy to hear this, and his only daughter, Nanako, should be glad to see me too.
Damn it! I still haven't picked up Yosuke's gift.
Why would you get Yosuke a gift? Get Naoto a gift. And Nanako. It was supposed to be something special after all. Actually, I'd received a call from Teddy, one of my investigation team friends, this morning. The details of the conversations are a bit confusing. Not surprising coming from Teddy.
Hello? Is this Sensei?
No, wrong number.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my god, they animated the lips.
I'm really sorry to bring this up, but I forgot to tell you something very important. A special request for the souvenirs I'm sure you'll be bringing your bear's friend.
Teddy, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to tell people what you want them to bring you as a souvenir. I already have souvenirs for everyone, but oh well. Sure enough, Teddy was only asking for some snacks that aren't sold in Inaba, so it wasn't much trouble. But there was one problem.
Oh, and one more thing. Can I ask you to pick up something for Yosuke too?
No.
I was planning on bringing something for everyone anyway, but go ahead.
Cool! Well, Yosuke's been down in the dumps after his mommy burned his favorite nurse.
What? No, what? What the hell does that mean?
She was what I called scorching hot. Just kidding.
Like she literally burned a nurse? Like a person in the hospital? ER? Why? But why, game?
A nurse?
Aw, come on, Sensei. You know what I'm talking about.
I actually have no goddamn idea what you're talking about.
His nurse magazine with the chest examinations and the bear behind.
His porn. She found his porn and burned it. Okay. You want me to buy porn for Yosuke? I'd rather not.
I see. And you expect me to buy him a replacement?
Of course, silly. People coming to visit are supposed to bring presents.
Yeah, but not... Okay, well, it really depends on the relationship with the person, but usually not porn.
All right.
You. No.
I was planning to head back tomorrow, but since we're meeting up early, I decided to go back today. Can you pass that on to everyone?
Aha! Then the sexy nurses will be arriving even sooner.
Is this for you or Yosuke? Because I feel like it's more for you.
It'll be like, Sensei, we have an emergency patient. Yosuke will be so happy.
I'm not bringing an actual nurse, dog.
Okay then, we'll be waiting for you.
I'm a little worried now. Also an understatement. I hope he isn't telling everybody something that I would give them the wrong idea. I hope he isn't telling everybody something that would give them the wrong idea. Sure. Well, I should just call again once I get there. But I'll ignore that for now.
Nurses, huh?
In the end, I wasn't able to pick up one for him. How can I put it? I'd feel bad for Yosuke if I gave him that magazine, and every time he opened it, his friend's face kept popping in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, no, you buy it for him, and then you take a picture of your face, and then you glue it onto all the women's faces. And I have to think Yosuke has his pride too. He doesn't need me buying him this stuff. Then again, this is Yosuke we're talking about. I'm sure he'll understand if I explain my reasoning. Probably. Probably not.
Pulling into Yaso Inaba. This will be the last stop.
Oh,
End of the line already. It looks like I'd been asleep for a lot longer than I thought. Just as that thought came to me, a certain worry crossed my mind. If I had a dream of the Velvet Room, did that mean I was going to be dragged into another adventure? No, I shouldn't think so much. I shouldn't think such things. I overthink again. Oh, guess what's about to happen? Igor had said, "I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, after all, so it's nothing but a dream." That's true. I don't think Igor, then again, I don't really know. I would imagine Igor remembers his guests. It's quite misleading, since I've had dreams of being summoned into the room ever since. It's quite misleading, since I've had dreams of being summoned to the room ever since. Okay, so he's had multiple dreams of the Velvet Room. I would imagine that Igor doesn't forget when, if they get resummoned. No, because, yeah, in Persona 3 answer spoiler, so skip ahead if you haven't played it, but here we go. Yeah, when Igus gets brought to the room, he does mention the Persona 3 protagonist, Kane. Not really his name, but anyways, he does mention him in passing, kind of. He's like, "Oh, we had a guest quite like you recently." So he doesn't forget. When the train comes to a complete stop and the doors open, even the smell of the wind invokes a sense of nostalgia. That and fresh air, because didn't you live in a city or something like that? I think I'm getting a little too sentimental. I step out to the platform with a wary smile. Place a bookmark? I guess? Scene 1. Oh no. Oh god, the saving is kind of... Yeah, when it started the game, it's like, "Oh, you don't have a save file. Would you like to create a save file?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's a stupid question. Make the save file." Then it's like, "Oh, you don't have replay data. You want to make a replay data file?" I'm like, "I don't know what the hell that means. Go for it." And it took 5 minutes. Do I cancel? Do I just confirm? Cancel? Okay. So bookmarks are saves? Good to know, I think. I'm standing in front of the train station, but this town is as quiet as it's always been. I realize that the sun has started to set, and the orange sky envelops the world.
now what should I do?
The hustle? Today is May 2nd. No, it's not. It's January 21st. According to the calendar, the latter half of the holidays will begin tomorrow. I've told Jijima-san that I'm going to arrive today, but it seems he's been too busy with work to come and get me. The jerk. Ryotaro Dojima, he's my uncle I stayed with. Yo, holy shit. I had completely forgot that dude had a first name. I thought we just called him Dojima. He's a detective with the Inaba police, and he's raising money. He's raising his elementary school. Raising money, huh? He's raising his elementary school age daughter, Nanako, by himself. It seems he was suddenly contacted by a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department regarding last year's case and will have to work late. What happened last year was very serious, so that may be why this has come up. He shouldn't have worried about it. I recall how apologetic he sounded over the phone and can't help but smile. I told him that I knew the way over from the station, but a bag packed with necessities and souvenirs for everyone turns out to be quite a load. Nanako must be waiting for me all alone in the house, so I want to get there as soon as possible too. To be honest, I don't know when the bus will come. Maybe I should just call for a taxi? Just as I'm thinking this...
Huh? Nanako?
Big bro.
You haven't aged at all! It's only been 2 months, right? It is Nanako. There's no way I'd mistaken her.
You came to meet me all
Mistake
on your
her.
own?
Why did she come to the station all by herself? True, the Jima's residence is within walking distance, but it couldn't have been easy for her. And even though it's still light out right now, it will get dark soon, and the country roads are barely lit. What would she have done if I hadn't been here? I'm about to voice my concern, but Nanako sounds slightly proud when she says...
Don't worry, Dad knows about it. He gave me money for the bus.
Okay, well, at least he thought that through.
He said he couldn't make it, so I came instead.
Whoa!
Welcome back, big bro. I wanted to see you so much.
It's been like 2 months since we've been here, right?
Thanks. I'm happy to see you again, too.
I see, she must have wanted to show me that she's grown up too. not literally, she's still the same size. She's around that age, after all. For a moment, I'm surprised that Dojima-san let her do this, but I can kind of imagine what kind of conversation took place. Nanako had always been a capable girl, kind of overly capable for her age, and really probably shouldn't be left alone at the age, Dojima. But over the past year, her housekeeping skills have improved greatly, and she's proved herself to be very reliable. She always has been! She takes the lead in many things within the house, and even Dojima-san can't compete with her sometimes. I can easily imagine that scene in my mind. And it's true that I'm glad someone came to welcome me. I take Nanako's hand and we begin walking side by side.
Well, no sense standing around here. What's in the fridge at home?
Lots. Dad and I bought a ton of stuff since you were coming to visit.
Is there any cookies and cream ice cream? If Nanako says so, then he really must have bought a lot. Dojima-san did say he'd pick up dinner for us, but if that's the case, maybe I should put together something to go with it. I asked Nanako what she thinks, what she wants to eat, and she looks back with a twinkle in her eye.
Are you gonna cook dinner? Ooh, I wanna help.
I guess I'm gonna cook dinner. Nanako and I make small talk while we walk through Inaba for the first time in a little while. Being here like this makes me feel as if I've gone back in time to a year ago. And then I drop all the plates. After we get back to the Dojima's house, I hurry and pack my belongings before heading to the kitchen. Nanako helps me out as diligently as she had claimed earlier. The way she mixes the eggs seems more skillful than before. I guess. You're such a good girl, Nanako.
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
Ah, that's never good. The TV in the living room echoes through the house. The TV was on quite often in this house. When I first came to Inaba, Nanako was practically being raised by the television. I know! That's why I was mad. There had been this odd sense of distance between us around that time. She hadn't started calling me Big Bro, and we didn't cook together like we are now. It's the little things that bring back memories. Right when we were about done making dinner, Dojima-san arrived with some deluxe sushi. Nanako quickly gets up and rushes to the door. She seems so happy when Dojima-san comes home. Dojima-san apologized about the sudden increase in workload, and then we all sat at the table and began eating. I really want sushi. Being here like this makes me feel like the 2 months that I was gone never happened at all. There's a warm atmosphere as if I've always been a part of this family and have lived here with them for my entire life. I thank both of them from deep in my heart, and after I give them the souvenirs I bought for them, we enjoy chatting with each other as a family. Dojima-san really enjoyed that nurse magazine I got him.
Phew.
Just gotta add that phew voiceover before going back to this. Another familiar room. This is the room that was prepared for me on the second floor of the Dojima's residence. Nanako fell asleep from all the excitement. After carrying her to her room, I tell my uncle that I'd be going to bed early as well, since I have plans. Yo, is that Catherine? Is that Catherine over there? You need to burn that calendar. All he said was, okay, I'm a little perplexed by this, but I have my suspicions. As I opened my door to my old room, it seems I was right. The room is no different than it had been when I was living here. It's exactly the same as it was when I left Inaba. I closed the door with a feeling of wistfulness. As I sit down on the sofa, thinking back about my uncle's thoughtfulness, I sigh from the exhaustion of a long journey. I'll be able to see my friends tomorrow. Considering that there are still several days left in the holiday, it may be nice to leave early tomorrow and go visit the shopping district. Ugh.
It's raining.
Oh, the Midnight Channel. It's time just before midnight. It's a mere moment. In mere moments, it'll be a new day. Whenever it rains at night, I keep checking the time. While I spent the last year in Inaba, I was always checking for the Midnight Channel, which was a popular urban legend here in Inaba. It's a bad habit of mine, even when I'm not here. I mean, it's kind of understandable. with all you went through. If you look at the turned off TV at midnight on a rainy day, you'll see your soulmate. Discovering that this rumor was actually true was the first reason why I became involved in the murder investigation last year. But the person who actually appears on the Midnight Channel isn't your soulmate. It's the next victim. After discovering this, we all nervously sat before our TVs on rainy nights in order to solve the case.
That brings back some memories.
Horrible,
Nothing
horrible
to show
memories.
anymore,
$10 it shows. Will nothing really appear, though? I suddenly have doubts. Why would I think that? Probably because this is another game. After we solved that case, we all confirmed that the Midnight Channel wasn't appearing anymore. The empty screen stays silent. So why?
Just in case.
It's not going to turn on. There's no way. The more I think about it, the more I feel my resolve fading. I peer into the TV screen as if something is drawing me into it. The only thing I see is my reflection in the dark glass of the CRT television. Or, so I thought.
Rivals. They are friends.
What?
Yet powerful foes.
Oh, hi.
A desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men
The Teddy?
come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the
What?
sister complex kingpin of steel.
Excuse me?
Murakami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night. Captain Resentimo, Yosuke Hanamura.
Everything that bores me has got to go.
No, can we go back to that
Spunky
simple
dragon with
sister
deadly
complex thing?
legs. The carnivore whose discarded womanhood, Chie
What?
Sakuraka.
That's
To eat more meat.
That's
Escort me
mean.
to the ring, my prince. The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi.
Snow Black?
You in one strike.
Blooming roses and bulging muzzles. The blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi. Deep into realms of romance. The body of a child, the brain of a genius.
What?
The 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane.
Is this an army of idiots?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end. The P-1 Grand Prix, where fierce fights will be fought. The battle begins tonight.
So, first train back? Yeah? First train back. You can get the tickets.
What?
That's all you gotta say?
Sister complex.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is that?
Steel?
You don't have a sister. You. Do I gotta call the cops? Was that me? Sister complex kingpin of steel? I'm impressed. There's so much wrong with that phrase. I don't know where to begin. Thank you. No, I shouldn't be thinking about that. Those words aren't the problem here. They're kind of a problem here. I heard you make sure that the TV isn't plugged in. That was the Midnight Channel. What it was actually showing was rather ridiculous, but thinking back, everything in the Midnight Channel showed last year didn't make much sense either. I'm suddenly gripped with tension. If the Midnight Channel is appearing again, I have to find out why. I pull out my cell phone and search for Yosuke's number.
Let's see.
Should have that shit on speed dial.
Hanamura Yosuke.
And I quickly hit the call button. Does everyone know about this? It seemed like it. Is everyone aware that the Midnight Channel is still being broadcasted? Do they know that it's showing us? And that we've been given taglines that can only be described as uncharitable?
Hello, this is Yosuke.
That's true.
Yosuke?
It's nothing. I just freaked out when you called all of a sudden. Yeah, that's it. What's up? Hey, when do you want to meet?
Now? I can tell what's going on just by the sound of his voice. Yosuke knows about what's happened on the Midnight Channel just now, and he's trying to hide that from me. Considering that I've been out of Inaba for a while, I'd bet he's trying to keep me from worrying about it. There's no need for him to be concerned about that. Then again, I can kind of understand how he feels. I'm his friend, after all.
And that's not why I was calling. I saw the Midnight Channel. You saw it too, right?
Huh?
I can easily hear Yosuke's panicking on the other side of the phone. He's probably surprised that I saw the Midnight Channel when I shouldn't even be in Inaba right now. He must be thinking that the Midnight Channel is now appearing on a national television network. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Looks like Teddy didn't tell them after all.
Did Teddy not tell you? Since we're meeting up early tomorrow, I decided to come today. I figured you wouldn't think I could have seen it, so I gave you a call.
Well, I assumed you weren't here yet, so I didn't want to rely on you.
You haven't changed. So how about it? You're not gonna leave this be, are you, Captain Resentiment?
What?
Why'd you zero in on that part? You see how they called you a sister complex kid?
Yeah, that's slander.
Mine's not that bad.
It's horrible.
You think? Oh, I ought to tell you, that program's not the only strange thing lately. Teddy, Rise, and Kanji aren't here either. They disappeared.
Oh, okay, you probably should have called me when that happened. For a moment, I'm at a loss of words. Not only has the Midnight Channel come back, we've lost contact with 3 of our friends. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm also pissed that you didn't call me when this happened. I can't believe those 2 things are unrelated.
All right, we should get together tomorrow like we planned.
Yeah, at the Jeunesse food court. Welcome back, partner.
I suddenly reminded that I haven't even greeted Yosuke yet. I finally feel the sense of worry fade a little, and I answer with a smile.
It's good to be here.
No matter what has happened, our friends may be in danger. If that's so, then there's only one thing to do. Huh? Speaking of things I have to do...
Oh, right. Sorry to say, I forgot to pick up your souvenir.
A souvenir? Don't even worry about it, man.
Yeah, but Teddy told me that you needed more porn.
You sure? I thought you were really looking forward to it. Those nurses.
Nurses?
I had a feeling he wouldn't get it if I don't tell him flat out. This is rather hard to bring up, but oh well,
yeah,
here we
Teddy
go.
asked me to get it for you. He said you were crushed that they got burned.
Oh, wait, this is all...
I didn't know you were into nurses.
I know a nurse. Actually, well, you know's a nurse, I should say. I know a nurse. I know a few nurses actually myself, but not like that. You know's a nurse though.
Shut up! That's enough! Damn it, you're trying to wind me up, aren't you?
Yeah?
Stay home, you jerk.
But I'm already here. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, maybe I'll wear a nurse's outfit. At least it seems like he understands about his souvenir. In any case, the preparations have been made. Tomorrow, I'll meet with everyone to sort through whatever information we have on this situation. If we have to, we'll go back into the world. Or that world. It'd be best if this was all just our imagination. But unfortunately, we know that the Midnight Channel wouldn't have appeared without a reason. I should make sure I'm ready for tomorrow and get some rest. I was actually kind of expecting to be in a fight by now. This place is lively as always. I look across the food court on Junus's roof. Food court on Junus's roof for the first... This is on the roof? Since when has this been on the roof? I thought this was ground level stuff. I look across the food court on Junus's roof for the first time in a while. Even though there aren't many people in Inaba, this place is exceptionally crowded. Plus because it's Golden Week as well, I feel like it's busier than usual. I happen to run into Yosuke at the elevators. We briefly greet each other. Guys are weird like that. The closer we are, the more simple our interactions when we meet each other face to face. The 2 of us step out of the food court. We immediately find Yukiko and Chie. They wave back at us from the bench they're sitting on.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you!
I know, I'm pretty popular.
Guest of honor's finally here! You're looking well.
I know, I do squats.
Welcome back. Should we...
Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it?
Well, it's not really a reunion when we're missing 3 people.
I'm glad you came.
We chat some more while we all sit down. Then Yosuke stands up and clears his throat loudly. He's probably been waiting for the right moment to say something. He hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I can easily guess what he's about to say. We all look towards Yosuke.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back!
Yukiko.
Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up.
Okay.
Yeah,
We could have just kept this team going. I'm sure there's a bunch of... Like, Naoto is a detective. She probably has a bunch of mysteries we could help her with. Why are we
I
no
don't
clapping?
think the applause is necessary.
Why not? It's been 2 months since we last saw each other. After all, Chie and Yukiko start chuckling when I shrug, and though Yosuke seems saddened at that, he still ends up laughing along as well. It's a relief to see that they're the same as always, but because of that, it makes me even more worried about the friends that aren't here right now. We can't start slacking off. We begin to sort through the information that we know about already.
Let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those 3, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff.
Why?
She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her.
I'm heartbroken.
She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
If she has a reason for not being here and we can still contact her, then Naoto should be fine. That leaves Teddy, Rise, and Kanji. Not hearing back from them after an entire day has passed isn't normal at all. The relationship between their sudden disappearance and the reappearance of the Midnight Channel last night disturbs me.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Yeah, no fog.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Well, to be fair, it was pretty much all of us, right?
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here. Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
They were pretty insulting. Jay seemed pretty angry about it. Many of the locals know about the rumor of the Midnight Channel. In other words, this troubling broadcast has already been seen by who knows how many people. From what I've been told, the moment Chie tried to ask another student about the Midnight Channel, the other girl ran away with a look of fear on her face. It's no surprise that Chie would be angry. Still,
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
what bothers me most is the Sister Complex title, dog.
Yeah, we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
Can we do that still? That's right, go inside the TV. Out of everything, that was the element that shook our common sense the most out of everything we experienced last year. Actually, the murders in last year's events happened in another world inside the television. This world is filled with monsters called shadows that are born from people's hearts. Because my friends and I gained personas, the power to defeat these shadows, we were able to enter TV screens and fight them.
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
Ah, that's a good point, actually. But even we Persona users would find it extremely difficult to leave the world on our own. In order to come back, we need the exit TV that our friend Teddy was capable of creating.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Oh, smart thinking?
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
How would that be possible? Do you sleep next to your TV?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate then.
No matter what the reason, it's reassuring to know that we have an exit strategy ready for us. To be honest, I almost fell into it the first time it appeared in my room after all. Yeah, but you were like touching it. You weren't like sleeping.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
Do I still have my end game gear from Persona 4? We all share a look to confirm our intentions. All of them nod back. I can see the seriousness in their eyes. Even though there was 2 months gap since I last saw them, they still continue to put their trust in me. You talk to them, though, on a regular basis, I'm assuming. I feel a slight sense of pride as I stand up from the bench. The large screen TV in the electronic department is directly below the food court. That was the entrance we always used last year.
It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
Feel like things are picking up around town.
Oh, those chairs look comfortable. Wait, whoa, hey, that was that,
You know, it's been a while.
Oh, what the hell's her name?
I'm a little
Crap,
nervous.
it's the babysitting school guy. Whatever the hell her name is. The woman with the kid that didn't like her.
Get ready! The customers are going away!
I mean, it was like her stepkid. Look, it's been, what, a year since I played this game? Give me a break.
Let's go!
Well, Persona 4, I should say. That hurts my eyes. Ooh.
Isn't this different from usual?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! What do we do?
What can we do? We can't stop now!
Just give me one battle. I hear a voice. It's a woman's voice. It sounds familiar to me. This voice is...
Welcome to the
Hi, Margaret. I don't sense that distant floating feeling that I usually have when I enter the TV world. When I concentrate, I realize that I must be sitting in a chair. The moment I open my eyes, I see vibrant blue. The Velvet Room. I visited this place an untold number of times last year, and once more in my dreams yesterday. I never thought I would return to this place.
Huh? It's not a dream this time? What's going on? Didn't my contract end already?
Igor, who usually sits front and center, is nowhere to be seen. The one to greet me is the woman with silver hair, Margaret. Could this be a personal summoning, then? I mean, she did kiss me. That happened a few times last year, too. Margaret smiles as if she senses my suspicions.
This room is tied to your fate. Nothing that occurs here is meaningless. Though you reached an end to one journey, you now find yourself here again. This shows that you will once again be faced with a question.
Whoa!
A question? And something really is going on?
Another mystery has appeared, and we are about to be dragged into it again. Could that be what she means?
From here on, what befalls you will upset your status quo.
Again.
It is true that you've opened the door once already, but all things change. Nothing ever remains the same.
This is true.
What you gained before will change over time as well. You will have to face them once again.
Face them? Again?
The first thing that Margaret's words stir up in my mind is the sight of my friends' smiling faces. Is that going to change? No, that can't be true. Face them again. Oh, the shadows? Face them, that's impossible. Once I wake up and leave this room, I should be still with my friends. There's no need to jump to conclusions. But Margaret appears to have anticipated my thoughts and smiles while narrowing her eyes.
Show me how you will proceed down the path that awaits beyond the door you've opened.
Button mashing? Probably button mashing. My vision wavers and the blue light before me vanishes quickly. Wait. I still need to know what you mean by those words. Place a bookmark? I guess? Well, we haven't got combat yet. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the link below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you in my video section, check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. If you're interested in watching me live stream at twitch.tv/ChronosPlays, give my channel a follow to be notified when I go live. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.